What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Time of the week again where we talk about everything I've picked up movie wise from last week. So as always, welcome to the weekly pickup show. So I've had a pretty good week. Got some great deals from charity shops. I sold up a few things in CX and picked up some cool stuff from there, and just had generally a kind of decent week last week picking up stuff. So let's just get into this right now. So first up, I'm gonna pick up these two Blu-rays. I was in one of my local towns recently. These were £1 each in a charity shop, Scope charity shop. Yeah, I got The Revenant, and it is still sealed, £1 with a slip. Really happy to get it. Not seen this before. It is the film that, you know, got Leonardo DiCaprio the Oscar, so hopefully this is going to be good. I've heard it's great. Looking forward to checking it out. Another film that I've heard is great is Bridge of Spies, kind of like a Cold War thriller. Sounds really good. I couldn't leave it there for £1. It's also sealed. Couldn't leave it there. Sealed with a slip for £1. You're coming home with me. So there are those. Really happy to get them. Next up, I went to a charity shop, a couple of charity shops, and picked up a couple of bits. So I went to a different Scope in a different town, and I picked up the Jeremy Dyson and Andy Nyman film Ghost Stories. That is the disc right there. Pretty cool. I've been wanting to check this out. I've heard it's meant to be okay, and I just think that front cover is pretty cool. I really do like that front cover, so that kind of made me interested. So that should be pretty fun. A film that lots of people have recommended to me, and that is Shane Meadows' Dead Man's Shoes. I've heard this is really great, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. Next up, we have some more charity shops. This was at my local cancer research. Really happy to pick up one of these. I've been after this sequel for a while. That is Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Really interested to see where they go with this, considering the ending of the first movie is an ending, I'll give it that. But looking forward to checking this film out. Just looking forward to it. And also, I picked up My Bloody Valentine 3D. I liked the special edition slip. It's called Clear Slip, the love heart smeared in blood. This does come with the 3D glasses as well, which is really cool. It does come with the 2D version on the disc as well, so that basically made me pick it up, because I'd only ever watch it in 2D. I've heard mixed things about this. I've not seen the original. Really want to get the original at some point, but it's quite hard to get actually. So those are the last of the charity shop pickups for that part of this video. Next up, I went to CEX. I sold my Evil Dead Trilogy Blu-ray because I've got the two on 4K, got the first two on 4K, and didn't really need to have the trilogy anymore. I'm not really the biggest fan of Army of Darkness anyway, but I got £10 trading, and I think I've picked up some really cool stuff. First up, I picked up The Hills Have Eyes. I'm currently collecting the Anchor Bay DVD releases right now. I think they do really nice releases. I just think they just look great on the shelf. Hills Have Eyes, it's all right. I'm not the biggest fan of this film. I actually prefer the remake. I know, kill me in the comments, guys. This is a really nice release. Comes in 2 discs. You've got 2 discs, and you've got a nice little booklet as well. So yeah, I was happy to get that. It was fairly cheap in CEX. And then I got the original Straw Dogs with Dustin Hoffman. Really like this film from what I remember about it. I've not seen it in a long time. I know there's a remake as well. I think I've seen the remake. I can't remember if I've seen that as well. But wanted to give this a rewatch, so I picked it up. Next up is a film that I'm really happy to actually have picked up, and it was really cheap in CEX. Didn't know it had a physical release. It's a film that's on Amazon Prime right now, and it's a lot of fun, which is a film called Beyond the Gates. A really fun kind of 80s inspired horror film that I recommend to everybody. It's about an old VHS board game that basically bleeds into real life and shit hits the fan. It's really great. It's a really fun movie. I really enjoy it. yeah, it's really, really fun. Beyond the Gates is a great time. Final pickup from CEX is the 3rd season of The Simpsons. I'm slowly kind of collecting the Simpsons box sets. I might stop at a certain point, but we'll see. But I just, I like the original stuff, so picked this up. Just the usual packaging, the discs. Really nice packaging. I'm not really a big fan of digipacks, but these Simpsons box sets are really presented quite nicely. So that is season 3 of The Simpsons. I've been after this film for a while. You probably can tell from the thumbnail what this film is. Yeah, I've been after this film, but I wanted the animal cruelty free cut, and Grindhouse Releasing are the only ones to really provide you that cut. The Blu-ray is really expensive now, but I found the DVD for a really fair price that I'm happy to pay. And of course I'm talking about Cannibal Holocaust. Never seen this film. It says here the tagline, the most controversial film ever made. I know about its history. I know about what happens in it per se, but never really sat down and watched it from start to finish. I know there's some horrendous animal cruelty in this film, animal killings. I don't want to see that in this film. I don't want to see that in any film, especially when it's real. I can get over like animal killings if it's a dramatized, not real animal killing. That makes sense. But when it's real and when it's unnecessary, like it is in this movie, I don't want to see that. So thankfully, Grindhouse have released a version that has all that animal killing stuff cut out. Really happy about it. Looking forward to checking this out for the first time. There's a lot of people that I know that actually consider this to be an absolute masterpiece. Some people could argue it's the first, found footage movie in a way. Really looking forward to it. Cannibal Holocaust. Next up, I was inspired to buy this by Jamie Powell, because he recently picked it up. Shout out to Jamie Powell, he's a dude. Shogun Assassin, a film that is a kind of like it's part of the Lone Wolf and Cub franchise, but this kind of takes a bunch of those films and cuts them down into one kind of almost like a super cut of that series of films. But yeah, paid nothing for this, like £2. Really happy to have it. I've actually not watched this version of the film. I've seen some of the actual standalone Lone Cub and Wolf films, just not seen the supercut that Shogun Assassin is. But yeah, looking forward to checking this out. People might know this film as the Sleepy Time film from Kill Bill, Volume 2. Yeah, so looking forward to checking Shogun Assassin out. And the DVD is really cheap. The Blu-ray is not cheap. That's really expensive at the moment. But the DVD is £2. I wasn't bothered. Next up is a haul from a charity shop. These were unbelievable. I went to a local charity shop near me, and I've not been there before, and it was just like heaven in terms of what I found. Nothing amazing per se, but I'm really happy because I only paid 10p each for these, and it's pretty cool. I picked up some Cine Asia titles. Shaolin, Young Bruce Lee, and War of the Arrows. They all look great. Looking forward to checking those out. The final one of the Blu-rays out of this 10p haul is The Iron Mask, which I didn't realise actually was released over here. The film that features Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jackie Chan in a film together. Interesting. I've heard it's bad, but it's a bit of an oddity. To find in a charity shop is pretty cool, and for 10p I wasn't going to leave it there. The final for the 10p stuff, I picked up some odd kind of like direct-to-DVD horror films, because I think they could be laughably bad or kind of almost hidden gems. A couple of 101 titles. So I picked up a film called Pandemonium, as by 101. It looks interesting. Masked Killer, the usual suspects kind of horror slasher film. I've been told it's pretty fun, so looking forward to that. 10p, just, I couldn't leave it there. The other 101 title is The House on Cemetery Hill. Again, it's not something I would pick up if it was full price, but I thought the cover looked cool, the synopsis sounded interesting. 10p, why not, eh? Why not? And next up, finally for this 10p mega haul from this charity shop, I picked up a film called Prey, about a giant lion that is going around eating people. It just sounds like a load of fun. It could be absolute dog shit, but I don't know. But I've been told by a couple of people this is kind of fun movie. So yeah, Prey, 10p. This was sealed, by the way. These DVDs all were sealed when I got them, but obviously I've unsealed them since. But yeah, anyway, sealed. They were all sealed 10p. I couldn't pass it up. So that's those. The final batch is I picked these up today. I'm kind of like on the hunt for Disney DVDs because my mum is collecting Disney, and also my little, like from last week, my little nephew, we were looking for stuff that he could watch. So we were going through my mum's Disney DVD collection yesterday, and we were kind of just figuring out what ones she would want. But I have picked up some cool stuff. Not just Disney, I bought a couple bits for me as well. But yeah, moving on, starting on, we had Finding Nemo. These were all £3 for £1, just for a fry out there. Finding Nemo, she had a pirated copy of Pirate Nemo, so we thought we'd get the real deal. We got Up. I've never seen this film, and I've heard that it is absolutely emotionally distraught. People cry at this film, so I'm hoping I won't cry, but I've heard it's really good. Next up, we got Matilda, because my mum loves this film. It's a big childhood film for me as well. Matilda is great fun. My mum's got the 4th movie in this franchise, so I thought, why not get her the 1st movie in this franchise? And that is Free Willy, a big childhood favourite for me as well at the time. Picked up a couple more horror films. I picked this one up because it was £3 for £1, but also it was recommended by Alan Scouser. If you've not heard of Alan Scouser, he's got a great channel. Go and check him out. But anyway, yeah, he really liked this film, so I picked it up. Next up, this is the last of the horror batch of this £3 for £1 deal. Trick or Treat. Heard great things about this. Apparently it's a really good anthology movie, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Sam, that's what this guy's called, Sam. He's almost become like its own little icon of horror. So I saw it, I had to grab this immediately. And the final thing in the £3 for £1 charity shop deal, the final title, I might argue is probably, in terms of like how new it is and the price I paid, is probably the best pickup of the week for me. Yeah, Disney Pixar's Soul on DVD, £3 for £1 deal. How is this happening? Why would you put this in a charity shop, whoever you are that put it there? But holy shit, the fact that I got Disney Pixar's Onward last week in the same charity shop, £3 for £1, people are just dropping their Disney stuff there. So sounds like it's definitely a place to go for Disney stuff right now, especially new stuff like this. Holy fuck. Anyway, that is my weekly haul for the week. As always, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, maybe become a subscriber, and maybe subscribe. As always, guys, thank you to everyone that's already shared, subscribed, liked and commented on the video. It really does mean the world. You are all awesome. Thank you so much, guys. As always, I have been Jason, and I have got a lot of movies to watch soon. Probably won't know, probably won't, because I am awful at watching movies. See you later.